Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of Up Until Now podcast. I am your co-host JD.
I am your other co-host, Andrew.
I just want to take the time to thank you and listen to our podcast, and I also want to wish you a happy new year. It is now officially 2020.
Woo!
Thank fucking God. 2019 was rough. 2019 it had its ups and downs, but the downs are like, oh shit, it was pretty. Goddamn, it was pretty bad.
No, I think 2019 was my favorite year of all. It's just the ending of 2019 was fucking shit for me. And then now we're in 2020.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think the ending for me for 2019 was pretty decent. It was pretty okay. Yeah, it was just, it was just a rough year. I think, just a rough year.
I disagree. For me, 2019, the start of it, like the ending of 2018 to like all the way to October of 2019. Pradamanje. It was fucking awesome. and then it just went spiraling downhill.
Yeah, I guess I was the opposite. It kind of started off like pretty difficult. I was still in Georgia earlier in 2019, so being in Georgia was pretty rough. So the first half of 2019, I was in the middle of, bumblefuck nowhere. It was pretty rough.
Yeah.
But actually, I was thinking about New Year's resolutions for this year, and that got me thinking because I wrote a list last year, in pretty like early / mid January. Just wanted to write down a few of my New Year's resolutions, and it turns out I accomplished more than 50%, which was pretty great. Yeah.
What were they?
So my first goal was to take more photos, both great and shitty. So 2018, I took about 15,000 photos, and then in 2019, I more than doubled. So I took 34,807 photos this past year.
I took one. I recently uploaded a picture of myself for the first time in like 2 years on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, I know. I was like really surprised. I'm like, oh shit, there's Andrew.
You've taken 30,000 and I've taken one?
34,000, my friend. And I didn't even upload a memory card that I had left in my camera from before New Year's, so the number should be just over 35,000.
Holy shit. That's a stupid amount of pictures. See, like this is where I get triggered by you. My best friend is a photographer, and he has never done photography for me. He has never taken my photos professionally for me.
Well, you never asked.
You asked. Do I need to ask? Come on, man.
I'm a busy person. You need to ask. You need to schedule a time with me.
Schedule a time? I am your schedule. I am up there in your priorities.
I mean, that is very true, but you still have to ask. I can't read your mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was just like the first one that I wanted to accomplish, and I did. I upgraded to a camera that I wanted. I was a main photographer at a wedding, shared on social media a lot more than I did in 2019 than I did in 2018. Wanted to be more conscious of my total health with both mentally, physically, and things like that. And so this one was interesting. So I wanted to continue to save money. I did that to an extent. But as Andrew knows, I did make a giant purchase recently.
Yup.
And what did I write? I think I wrote something along the lines of continue to save money was my New Year's resolution. And I wrote underneath, did it, but spent it on something important. And I think that really kind of highlights that this year is going to be very interesting with a lot of changes for me. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I think to an extent that you held up to that resolution. I mean, you didn't really buy anything recklessly. I think all the money that you spent on yourself this year or the past year, it was all like for like your future progress and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I think you're right. And I think that's why I'm very content with like the amount of money that I have left over, which is close to nothing. The investments that I made with my camera and all my lenses and my gear and the recent purchase that I made just yesterday. Well, technically, since I bought it yesterday, it was in 2020. So in 2019, I saved a lot of money. So we're okay.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I recently spent $200 on shopping.
Okay.
And that's like the first time I went shopping in a long time, like actually shopped instead of just getting like one plain regular hoodie.
Yeah.
I actually took the time to like look for these clothes and like try to change up my style and shit. The whole fucking 2020 new year new me bullshit. Trying to reinvent myself.
Yeah, I know, but I think with that it was you stopped doing that because you needed to save money to go see your now ex-girlfriend in New York. So like there was never time to like use that money for just yourself.
Yeah,
And since
but I
that
mean,
yeah, since the opportunity came up to like spend the money, I feel like you're kind of a little bit more willing to spend it, I guess.
which is kind of bad though, because I honestly felt bad when I bought all these clothes. Like, okay, so like I don't want to sound cocky, but like I honestly think I look pretty decent with all these new clothes that I bought.
I agree. I saw you on Saturday
Yeah,
or something,
and
but you look good.
I look pretty spiffy and nice.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I never dressed like that for her. And that was like one of her big complaints to me all the time. She saw me, she's like, "Ah, you look like a bum today, but it's okay." I was like, "Sorry."
I mean, honestly, it kind of happens that way. I mean, I've noticed it started happening with Esther too, because you get in that mentality of like, who do I have to impress? Like, there's no,
Right.
yeah,
That's exactly how it was for me. I was like, "Why do I need to look nice? I already got you."
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to impress anyone else. And she was like, "It'd be nice if you at least look nice while we're out together." And I do understand that. I did feel bad. I really do. I tried not wearing my work clothes around her, but the thing is, I only have work clothes.
yeah, and your
That
work
or either
clothes,
bar shirts.
yeah, and your work clothes are like jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, it's work clothes as in like everything with branded with their logo and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So everything I wore said "Parks make life better," and
yeah.
she was like, "Can you just wear like normal, casual clothes for once?" And I was like,
This
I
is
felt
already
bad, but
on, and I don't want to have to go and change and all that.
all
Yeah.
right, I was like, it's already on. It's comfortable. I think I look nice. Obviously, I didn't. But yeah, I bought a whole bunch of clothes, to do the whole the re-image. I like it.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad you like it because I mean, if again, like you've been a lot of interesting things happening at the end of the year. So anything to make you feel a little bit better and make you feel a little bit more confident in yourself, like totally go for it, man.
That's right, because 2020 is all about me. Fuck
Exactly.
everything else.
No, I completely agree. 2019 was rough. I think 2020 is going to be a little better, hopefully. You know?
That's right.
Yeah.
Because I have to talk to Esther soon about something, and she's gonna make it that it is better.
Well, I thought you were going to focus on yourself first before asking other people for said thing. Which
Well,
is
I
setting
will
you up.
focus on myself. I will focus on myself, but I think I still need like connections. Again, like another big issue was the fact that like I'm so fucking lonely here.
Yeah.
Just anyone to like talk to, or just connect with, something like that. Nothing serious. I'm not ready to jump into one right now,
Okay. Makes
like
sense.
a relationship.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's right for me, and that's just yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Taking your time for yourself and moving forward.
Yeah. I just need friends.
Yeah. Is that one of your New Year's resolutions for this coming year to make more friends and kind of connect with more people?
Kind of it. So I guess it is, because my New Year's resolution is to kind of become more social
Mm-hmm.
in a way. Quit like being so antisocial. But it's hard to do it around here. There's like nothing to do here. Like if I was in Illinois, like around you, at least like I can like go out and venture out and do stuff because there's stuff to do. But there's nothing to do here. Like nothing.
Well, do you know if it's because there's actually nothing or is it because you're not looking?
There's actually nothing. There's actually nothing. I've gone to the city a couple times now. Indy.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that interests me, at least.
Okay.
Or at least like I need someone to go with. But I don't have that. And I don't know where to find those people.
Yeah.
And I know people might think like, oh, you gotta go there to meet the people. But it's like, I would never go there alone. It doesn't work like that to me. To me, it doesn't work like that.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. It's like you're kind of stuck in that weird circle. It'd be like, I want to meet people, but I need to meet a person to go and meet more people, kind of thing.
Right. So like if I was next like near you guys, I could go out with you guys and you guys could just wingman the hell out of me and then we could just make new friends, you
Yeah.
know? And then like that's how it was for me and you. Like I'm introverted. You're extroverted.
You're right.
that the word?
Extroverted. Yep.
And then like when we're together, like you bring that extroverted personality out from me.
Uh huh.
But like if I'm alone, no, I'm alone.
Yeah.
I hear coughing. Is that Esther?
Yeah.
Hi, Esther.
Andrew says hello.
Hi.
But yeah, I guess. I mean, that's a good New Year's resolution to have, just to meet more people and be more connected. Were you planning on staying in Indiana for any longer, or like how? Like what are your what are your new plans now that like relationship has like kind of fallen through, quote unquote?
So, I heard her, but originally it was stay in Indiana for a little bit,
Uh-huh.
save up, go to New York.
Okay.
But that's not the case now. It's really hard for me because I really do love my job.
Hmm.
And I don't know if I can find a job like this anywhere else. That's why like I want to stay here because of that. Like I got that connection, I got that job. I so desperately love now. But I don't want to stay here because it's so fucking lonely and hard and boring and ugh. I'm honestly like stuck in life choices right now. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I know what my passion is. Helping people. I've been in the customer service field all my life. And that's what I do best. I'm a people pleaser. I mean, I guess I could try using my actual degree and getting a job at a hotel. But like, see, like that's a weird thing now. Like I found my passion in Parks and Rec. And I don't know if I can like shift all that passion into something else now. I don't know. It's just a weird cycle phase I'm in right now.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I think that's where I'm at too. I really enjoy kind of being. So I work at the residence hall for a university here in Illinois. I work the front desk, so I work a lot with a lot of students and things like that, and it's focused on customer service. And I completely agree with you. I do like helping people and taking the time out of my day to like find the information that they need and just like forward them to the proper personnel. Like that, it's fun for me because you get to converse and meet new people and XYZ and do all this stuff. I'm kind of in the same spot because I don't know where I want to go, or I don't even have the money if I do know where I wanted to go to like go and move and like pursue something somewhere else. But I think with that, hopefully in 2020, fingers crossed, knock on wood, that I do propose and I do pop the question to Esther and kind of move forward with our relationship, and being able to do that, we get to talk about our dreams and kind of hopefully like kind of meld the dreams together and be able to kind of go towards it together. So lately we've been talking about if/when we get engaged and married, like we can start saving money to like put a down payment on a house in Colorado instead of in Illinois. You know what I'm saying? So being able to like pursue and move to that goal of like us opening up a small business together, because I think with us two, you're more introverted, so you're more able to like focus on like the finer details of the business, but me being extroverted, I'm able to build rapport with our hopefully future employees and being able to interact with customers and stuff like that. So it's just a slow process, and being able to kind of talk about that and being in this weird kind of limbo of like we don't know where we're going to be kind of allows for us to like really talk in broad and like very vague ideas about our dreams and where we want to end up in like the next 5 years.
Y'all gonna have a guest house in that house?
You mean a guest room?
Yeah, you guys gonna have a guest room?
I mean, I think that's a plan to have a guest room.
All right then, let's go. Let's go. Let's get this. Oh, when the hell did you guys start thinking about saving for Colorado?
I've been thinking about it for a long time, only because that's kind of where I want to be. That's kind of where I feel like my personal dreams are located. Like you get to go hiking, snowshoeing. You can do a lot of fun stuff in Colorado, and weed is legal. I mean, weed is legal in Illinois now too, but
Oh yeah, I heard.
yeah, one of Esther and my mutual friends, they waited in line for 4 hours to get into a dispensary. 4 hours, man.
That's a little much.
A little, dude. That's a ridiculous amount of time to wait just to buy an eighth of weed.
I know. That's. I mean, I'm still terrified of weed after my first experience. So
Yeah,
no thanks.
yeah. But, anyways, like that's the kind of thoughts that we've been having, and like my New Year's resolution is to like really start saving money and really kind of pursuing the dreams that I want.
Dude, that's so good. I'm gonna start saving too now.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think again, just kind of visualizing the dream and putting it in order and writing, even just writing it down would make it so much better because again, I wrote this quote unquote journal entry almost exactly a year ago, and I was able to look back and see which ones I actually crossed off and which ones I actually kind of faltered in.
I don't know. I'm still at that phase where it's like all my goals and decisions have now sort of been shifted. So that's why I'm not where you are right now. A lot of my goals are different now. A lot of my drive is very
Hmm.
different now. So I think that's why like you're already able to say like, oh, we're already thinking about planning to save for Colorado and all that, and I'm just over here baffled and shit because for a while now, over a year, that hasn't been my priority
Hmm.
goal. My priority goal was to save for going to New York and then other stuff like that. So I think I just gotta get my fucking shit together in 2020 and figure out what the hell it is I want and need in life.
Yeah, I mean, again, with us, I think it's always been like that overarching dream of us opening up something in Colorado and us both being in Colorado. Like, and
Yeah.
I thought I wanted to make sure I was taking steps towards that because when we've been talking about it, that's always been something that I wanted. Like, it sounds awesome. Like,
Hmm.
again, you can go snowboarding in the winter and you can go mountain biking in the summer. Like, I feel like it's the perfect state for me.
Yeah, definitely. And pretty much for me too. Like I love doing everything that you do. And we always whenever we do stuff together, it's always so much more fun. And oh god, I feel like I'm so behind now.
Quite honestly, I don't think you're behind. Um, humble brag, but I feel like I'm a little bit ahead of a lot of people. Because even if you think about it right now, people are getting married later, people are getting engaged later than they have been in the past. And me just considering it like now at the age of 25, going on 26, I think, I don't know, being able to like consider this kind of stuff so young, I get to like, there's a little bit more time to prepare and I guess practice this adulting bullshit that no one taught
Yeah.
us how to do.
Kind of go into it more prepared and ready for it.
I don't think be going in it more prepared. I think I'm actually going into it less prepared, but having a lot of time, I get to learn faster.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. But
Oh fuck!
yeah. What?
You know what I noticed? I
What?
think Audacity is recording from my webcam microphone. Yeah.
Oh.
But anyways, like yeah, I think I just get more time to learn, and again, I think we mentioned this in episode 1. Just our families, like our parents specifically. My parents speak fluent English, so it's a lot easier for me to ask them for advice and being able to move forward in that. And I think my mom has been really talking to me about marriage and like how her marriage with my father, like how that works, and kind of going over like the pitfalls that my mom and my dad went through and just making sure like, hey, watch out for this, or hey, make when you guys do get engaged, do this, this, and this, you know?
I I don't. I'm sorry because My parents
Yeah,
don't
that's right.
talk to me about that stuff, and they just don't share anything about like their own stuff because I mean my parents were an arranged marriage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, it's arranged to a certain extent. My grandma from my dad's mom went to church to the same church as my mom's dad,
Okay.
and they were just like, "Hey, is your son single? Is your daughter single?" And they sort of set it up,
Okay.
and like I mean they ended up getting married. It wasn't like they were forced to get married, but that's just what happened. And you know what? That's sort of what's happening with me right now. To be honest, my parents, I went to go visit them, and they were like, "I'm sick and tired of you not bringing home a Korean girl. It's our turn now." I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what? Why did you have to add the Korean part?" Like, so my dad is trying to set me up with his friends' daughters. You know one of them, and
Amalia.
yeah. And like we haven't even talked in like 10 years and he's already saying like you guys should hook up so our families can like merge. I was like it doesn't work like that. And my mom's over here like talking to her best friend in fucking Korea saying, "Hey, is your daughter still single because my son is fucking single and he needs a girlfriend and your daughter's Korean."
All the way in Korea?
All the way in fucking Korea. And the worst part is I asked my mom, I was like, "Oma, does she even speak fucking English?" And my mom has the all fucking audacity to say she learned English in Korea. All right? She's even going to China to learn English right now. Wait a damn minute. Why the fuck is she going to China to learn English when we have an America here? Like, what the fuck? Like, wait a damn minute. Like, tell her ass to come here and learn English. Like, does that make sense?
I don't know because I don't know that education system in China, but I know, for example, my cousin Eileen, her now fiance used to be an English teacher in China.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I think our English is better than China's English. I don't mean to brag. I don't want to be like throwing America on that pedestal or anything. But I think our English is better than fucking China's English.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but I don't know if they get teachers from America to go to China. I feel like it's the same.
Shut up. They should come to America. like no, but seriously though, like if my mom is gonna try setting me up with a girl like that, and she's like willing to learn English, why the fuck wouldn't you bring her here? So at least I could we could be together. Like, what the fuck are you gonna try setting me up with a girl that lives in Korea already, but now is gonna go to fucking China? Like, no, Ama, wrong.
And aren't you like just so sick of like long distance relationships now? Because the last 2 relationships that you've been in has been long distance.
It's not that I'm sick of it. It's just it's rough. It's hard. And like you think you know what you're getting into because you've done it before, but it's never the same.
Never.
And at least fucking New York was a 2-hour plane ride, maybe $150, $200 plane ticket.
Yeah.
But fucking if I was gonna go to Korea every time, that's a fucking 14-hour plane ride with the tickets minimum when it's cheap $800. Fuck that bullshit.
But I mean, if it's for your future wife, wouldn't that be kind of worth it?
I mean, she could take her ass to America. Come on now. I've been to Korea a couple times. She's never been to America. The least she can do is come to America at least once.
I mean, I guess, especially if she wants to learn English.
Right?
Yeah.
I can teach you English. It's not going to be the best. You're going to say Fanta instead of Fanta, but it's not the worst fucking option.
And you'll say Yosemite instead of Yosemite, but all that shit is fine.
Exactly. Like, there will be things that she can say to her Korean friends who speak no English. They'll be like, wow. Like, they wouldn't know the fucking difference. So, hey, future wife, if you're in Korea and you're listening to this somehow, I'll be waiting.
They might be using this podcast to learn English, but I think that would be an awful, awful choice to use this podcast to learn English.
That would be a terrible decision.
Terrible idea. We should go. We should just send this podcast to Korea, and hopefully someone starts listening to it.
Just send it. They'll be like, "What the fuck are they even saying? Like, idiots."
Yeah.
But yeah, my so I have another. This is a little jump right back to earlier, but another New Year's resolution that I have. Well, it's not really New Year's resolution. It's just something that I want to do better in life, and it's being healthier again. So I'm sure you noticed when we saw each other recently that I've lost weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've lost a stupid amount of weight, but it's not weight loss that I'm proud of.
Okay.
Originally it was good intentions. Like I started working out a little bit, lost a good amount of weight, but then the rest was from depression, just spiraling depression, just not eating,
Yeah.
not giving a fuck. But I want to start being healthy again and going to the gym, working out, because like now I have like a set schedule and it gives me like that time to go to the gym, work out, and be healthy again, especially like coming out of being overweight to being really fit to gaining all that weight back. I think I can do it because I've done it before, but it's just that drive. Do you know what I mean?
I think I do. I think for me though personally is less about drive, and it's always just been not being able to make it into like a habit. I think a lot of people are able to like get that drive and be like, you know what, it's New Year's, I'm gonna commit, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna do this, and they're really passionate about it and they want to go and do all these things. I'm the same way. I think everyone has those kinds of aspirations, especially around New Year's because of the New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. What I lack, and I think a lot of other people lack as well, is kind of trying to make those passions and transitioning them into like lifelong habits.
So I read that it takes about 90 days of commitment to make something a habit in your life.
Yeah.
Pretty much 3 months from now, 1, 2, 3. By April, if I'm still going, I'm gonna be healthy again. But I don't see myself doing that.
Yeah, 'cause
I really don't.
I think with a lot of people, even myself included, I won't generalize this issue. Myself, I always find enough passion and enough drive to do it about a month. But then there's always something that happens because 90 days is a long ass time.
It is.
A lot can happen in 90 days.
Oh yeah.
And there's always like that one thing that kind of sets you back. Oh, I haven't eaten an obscene amount of carbs in 30 days. I'm just going to have a slice of pizza. And then that slice of pizza turns into a whole pizza. And then that whole pizza turns into pizza 3 days from now. And it kind of tumbles down. Yeah.
So that kind of has to do with weight loss too. Like I was very overweight as a child, and when I lost all that weight, it wasn't really from exercising, honestly.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people gets that really confused. Like they don't understand and realize that a lot of like weight loss comes from your diet. Like dieting alone, like you don't even need to touch a gym. But if you change up your diet and like if you tweak it just a little bit, you can see such drastic changes really quick. I remember I went 2 summers ago. I wasn't, huge, but like I've noticed that I was gaining weight because I was just drinking alcohol constantly and not exercising as much. Cutting alcohol and like soda alone helped me lose like 15 pounds in like 2 weeks. And like that's just how much of a drastic change it was for me at the time. But like you don't even need to go to the gym, honestly. Like you should, to tone your body too and everything, but if you guys are looking for something to like just get you started, I would say change up your diet, because that's going to be a huge thing to commit to too.
No, I completely agree. And I think I also heard somewhere that it's like 70% diet and 30% exercise. So,
Oh, yeah.
like what you said before, the exercise is always about like just burning a little bit more extra calories, and then hopefully over the course of a couple weeks, you can like lose a couple more pounds. But the bulk of weight loss is all about dieting and what you eat.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because, I mean, you get a bottle of Coke, like just a regular bottle of Coke, you're drinking more than about 50 grams of sugar.
Yeah, you are.
You're literally just eating that sugar. It's a lot. And Yeah. When you said like when you cut out soda and cut out alcohol is the same way, especially with the sugar and carb content. If you cut those things out, like it drops down.
Aren't you drinking a Coke right now?
No?
What were you drinking earlier? I swear you were drinking a soda.
Coca-Cola Zero.
Hey, it's better than regular Coke.
I don't
Right?
know about that. There's still like
Yeah, you're right. It all tastes the same to me.
yeah, it tastes the same, but I feel like all like the fake sugars and sweetener additives and stuff like that are just as bad as regular sugar.
Probably. But yeah, I really want to, you know how I said I want to focus 2020 on me. Like that's like a big thing that I want to try getting back into is just getting back into shape. A decent shape.
Yeah.
I am a shape. I'm a fucking potato shape. But I don't know. My biggest hurdle is dieting. Like I have access to a gym. I work in a facility that offers free gym membership to me. Like and we have solid equipment and like I have no issue with anything we have there. It's just when I come home, it's either I don't eat or I eat like a fucking king. And like there's like never an in between with me anymore. Like, oh, I can't eat fucking chicken breast and vegetables and rice. Like I don't do that anymore. I don't know why. Like I love cooking and stuff, but it's just I'm so fucking lazy now. And like I rather sleep than fucking stand over my counter and cook something. I'm just lazy. Man. Sounds depressing.
Man, you just had like an epiphany over this podcast.
I know. I just like paused for a second. I was like, God damn, I'm pathetic. But yeah, I think what I have to focus on right now is dieting before I even start lifting. Cause like I've been to the gym a couple times now. It's like it doesn't feel the same. Maybe like I honestly think it's because of the food I'm intaking. I don't have like the right energy. Like I lack that energy to do stuff. Like. And it's probably because I eat junk food or don't eat. It's a fucking mess.
I mean, I understand. I can completely empathize with you on this because it's hard trying to get into that healthy lifestyle because I don't know. Like it's so much easier to just pop something in the microwave like pizza rolls or whatever in the microwave and like trying to sit down and create like a healthy meal. It takes work and it takes a lot of involvement. Yeah.
So you want to hear something fucked up?
What's up?
I have lived here since July. I have not gone to the grocery store once.
What?
Not a single time have I personally gone to the grocery store to buy groceries.
How the hell do you manage that?
So when I first moved in, my parents came, just to come visit to see the new place.
Yeah.
They bought me groceries that lasted me 2 weeks.
Okay.
About that time, after that 2 weeks ended, I went to go see my parents, and they bought me Korean groceries again.
Okay.
And that lasted me another 2 weeks. And then there was one time that one of my coworkers, she got like a huge hookup with a whole bunch of groceries, and she knew that I don't really eat that much and stuff. So she just gave me like a shit ton of food that lasted me like another 3 weeks. And then my parents came again. They brought me food. And like every time I get food from my parents, it's never fucking healthy food.
Really?
Like they'll bring me like jjajangmyeon, ramyeon, a whole bunch of fucking mandu, samgyeopsal, spam, eggs. Like it's nothing that I can like. Oh shit, the only healthy thing they bring me is fucking apples. And they expect me to eat all of it by the time they bring me like 40 apples. Like I can't finish that by the time like I see you again. No. It's like I never have like that, chicken breast, rice, vegetables here. It's like and like every time I see like mandu fucking samgyeopsal in my fridge, it turns me away. So I choose not to eat sometimes instead of just like cooking that and eating it.
Because it's something that you eat all the time and it's really heavy food. I mean,
I don't know.
speaking of groceries and like kitchen stuff, you know what I got for Christmas this year from my parents?
What?
I got an air fryer.
You got an air fryer?
Yeah, I got an air fryer for Christmas.
Is this set up in your apartment right now?
Yeah, it's right over the wall, but yeah, it's set up.
Dude, we are gonna use the shit out of that when I come over.
Dude, it's really good.
Hell yeah. Like, we haven't, so like, at the pool where I managed over the summer, we had an air fryer for their concessions. Oh my God. Like, sometimes it turned out shitty, because just some foods just don't work that well with it. Or at least with our products, it didn't. But some other stuff, oh mama, they came out good.
Yeah, I know. Like even today, I just used it. I used it for like leftover fries from a dinner that I had last night, and the fries came out like perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't even understand. Like it wasn't soggy. It wasn't like when you microwave French fries.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. But like you put it in the air fryer, and it's like amazing.
Oh, you're living a good life now, my friend.
Yep. But yeah, we can use the air fryer this weekend for sure.
Hell yeah. And do you know how many people? So we're supposed to go snowboarding
Yeah.
this Saturday,
Mhm.
which I haven't done in 2 years.
We didn't go last year.
Because the last picture I took was of me snowboarding for my Facebook, and that was posted 2 years ago.
Was that when we went to Granite Peak with your cousins?
Yeah, because I mean, in my photo caption it says granite. It was fun, but honestly, it didn't look like granite to me. But I could be wrong.
I think it was Granite because the photos that we took at Granite were from your cousin. Cause
Oh, you're right. Then yeah, we did go to granite. That's the last time I went.
Because your cousin Jay was really into photography at that time. So
Yeah.
yeah, he had, I don't remember what kind of camera he had, but he was like really into it for a little while there.
Not anymore. He's a hobby whore.
What is that?
A hobby whore where he just keeps on switching hobbies and like tries to pick up something new every time. He recently just got back into gaming. Like
Really?
the man went from gaming to I'm not gonna game anymore to like his work to photography to going out to clubs to fucking now he's gaming again. I mean, I have no issue with anything that he does. It's just pick a damn hobby, like stick to it, man.
Yeah.
I think he knows that too. Like he needs to like quit switching around so much.
Yeah. And just pick something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, snowboarding. Do you know how many people are going? Do we have enough for that group discount?
I think no matter what, it's going to be pretty low for a lift ticket. I think they're going to get 20 people to go.
Nice. Oh, you know who I hope I see there?
Who?
My old fucking roommate.
Honestly, he might be going. Okay, I don't know if he's actually going to be snowboarding or skiing because what he likes to do is he likes to stay in the what's it called?
Cabin.
The cabin or the lodge area, and he just likes to talk to the fob girls. Yeah.
Well, then I want to interrupt him every single fucking time. Maybe even throw a cup of hot chocolate at him.
So for our listeners, we should probably go into a backstory as to why you do not like this individual so much. I'm pretty sure we can use his name because it's very similar to one of our names. So, yeah.
So Andrew. So like I lived with this kid. Like first semester ended and everything was fine. Fucking the next semester started January 7th. This guy, I come home. This guy tells me January 6th at like 10 fucking p.m. Hey, I'm moving out tomorrow. I was like, what the fuck? No other explanation. And I started my internship January 7th. I go to work, I come back, and he's gone. Like, moved out. And that winter was so fucking cold that, like, I couldn't not live with heat. Like, I live without heat right now because I don't want to fucking pay for the bill, and my dog gets fucking overheated. I'm fine with the cold. But that winter was when it was, like, fucking negative 30s and shit. So I had to turn the heater on, and our fucking electric bill came out to $200 every fucking time. I hope he understands that, like, I'm not just heating my room. It heats the entire fucking unit. And I had to pay that all by myself. I called our electric company. I was like, hey, can you fuck this guy over? And they're like, no, not really, because your fucking name's under the lease, you idiot. I was like, fuck! And, like, I don't think he understands how shitty of a thing he did was. Because, like, he's never once told me, like, yo, I'm my bad about back then. Like a year later, if he just went like, hey, yo, what I did to you was pretty fucked up, man. At least like I know that he understands. But to this fucking day, like the man like fucking ghosts me. Like he doesn't even try reaching out or anything. And I heard he graduated, fucking quote unquote graduated, and then now apparently he's going back to the same school. The fuck? Like, did you graduate or not?
I'm almost 95 too high. I'm about 80% sure that he did not graduate for a couple of reasons. Or maybe one big reason, couple reasons. The first reason is I know his family and I know his mother. If he graduated, there is not a doubt in my mind that his mom would have thrown the biggest fucking party for him because he graduated school. None of that happened. His mom didn't talk about how he graduated. His mom didn't throw a party or anything. And I know these people. I know for a fact she would have taken this opportunity to really talk up her son. But there was nothing, just radio silence. From what I have heard and what he's told me personally, he said that he's going back to school to get his master's.
I don't know. I wish I knew more about him, honestly. Like the weird part is like we never not got along, or like we never like got along to like amazingly. He was never fucking home. And like when he was home, like I would always take him out to dinner, treat him to food. So I don't know what the fuck I did to like make him do that. So like I know it wasn't me. Cause like I was a great fucking roommate. I don't recall, like, if he has something to say to me, like, fucking please tell me. But, like, I did nothing fucking wrong to him. Like, if anything, I treated him above and beyond by fucking treating him out to dinner all the time. Or every time I could. For him to just fucking abandon me like that, that's fucking shitty. I mean, I'm angered because that's sort of when life was, like, getting a little bit harder for me, little by little. But not really. But it's just it just did because, you know, money was fucking tight back then too. But it was I hope I fucking see him this Saturday.
Yeah, I don't
drop kick him.
I don't know what it is with him, man. Like, I can go into a whole nother conversation about this kid because I am not a huge fan of him. I'm kind of on the fence. There are times where I feel like he is a nice person and he's fun to hang out with. But then there's another side where it's like, okay, you're 24, 23, 24. You shouldn't be hanging out with 16-year-olds. And it's not like in a creepy pedophilish way. It just feels like his maturity level can only relate to those that are still in high school. And the people that are his age, he finds trouble and he struggles to understand and communicate with people like our age. Which doesn't make any sense to me.
That's why he doesn't hang out with people our age.
Yeah.
It's a big old mess. Oh man, I got worked up. Like I could like feel my anger coming out when I was talking about him. Like, oh, ooh.
Yeah, no, I get just as frustrated talking about him because it's just kind of annoying to see.
Yeah.
But I think lately it's just been whatever. I don't care anymore. It's not a big deal.
I mean, we don't associate with him anymore.
Yeah, he's not a big part of our lives, so it doesn't matter.
Does he still go to church?
Whenever he's home from his master's degree studies.
Yeah. I should go to fucking Bloomington and be like, hey, where you living? Fucking asshole.
Yeah, you should follow him to his classes too and see if they're an undergraduate level or a master's degree level. I'm telling you, man, there's something iffy and something weird about that situation. Like, I honestly do not think he's in a master's program.
I don't either. I don't want to bash on him for being stupid or anything, you know? Like, I honestly don't know his educational level. But, like, I just don't see him being in a master's program. From from what I know of him and, like, the way he acted and, like, how he acted and, like, how he treated classes, like, when I was near him, there's just, like, he never went to fucking class. Like, he was always fucking sleeping or, you know, at church with church people. Well, Oh,
See, I don't know what it is either. There's just something weird about it. That's all. Like, I don't know.
stories just don't add up.
Exactly. And it's just confusing. It's, again, I'm not trying to bash on his like education level either. If he didn't graduate with his undergrad, why lie about it? And why lie about going to your master's program? There are plenty of people that took the longer route to graduate college, and that's fine. It's again, it's their journey, but if you like just up in front lie about it, I think there's something wrong with that.
Yeah. And especially just abandoning a roommate out of nowhere, telling him not even like a full day in advance, just couple fucking hours before ditching. And the worst part is, like, he told me at like 10 at night. I went to bed at 11. I got 1 hour notice. Fuck!
And didn't you tell me like you thought it was a joke? Like you were like, oh, okay, sure, whatever.
Oh, wait. Yeah, because like, who the fuck tells you 1 hour before, like, you know, the day ends? What the fuck? Like, no, you don't take that fucking seriously. But then, like, I came home and his room was fucking locked, and like I got into it and it was fucking empty, like bare empty. Like nothing was there. None of his stuff was there. Nothing.
It's so weird because, you know, as a normal human being, and for all you listeners out there, when you move out of your apartment, you should give your roommate, you know, at least the bare minimum a month notice.
Or at least a fucking week.
I say a month is actually standard because then the roommate can like make arrangements and maybe find a sublet, or, you know, like gives them some time to do that, you know?
So the other fucked up part about that was, you know how if you have an extra fucking room in your apartment, you could sublease it out, right?
Yeah.
He went to the apartment complex, turned in his key, and said, I want my room pretty much locked up because I'm leaving. So he went straight to them and said, this room's not going to be in use anymore. So like I didn't have that option to sublease it out.
Wait, so the apartment complex would even let you take that room and sublet it?
They wouldn't let me because they're like, nah, it's still technically his because he signed a 1-year contract.
That is fucked up.
So like he had that door locked, still paying monthly for it. So like basically he was, you know, technically occupying that room.
Yeah.
So, but he locked it himself and I didn't have a key to it.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because then you could have easily found a sublet and let
Made
somebody
my
live
life
in that
fucking
room.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
But nope, it was fucking locked until, you know, I actually, you know, ended up picking it. You remember I showed you that video where I learned how to pick locks?
Yeah.
That was such a great achievement I've learned. Picking locks.
But that's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up.
But all you podcast listeners out there, please give your roommates, you know, a valid notice if you're going to move out. Because it just screws over everyone else because they have to split everything more. Like each person has to pay more to live in that apartment.
Be a decent human being.
Just be nice. Don't be a jackass.
Yeah. My God. Ugh.
I think that should be everyone's New Year's resolution in 2020. Not to lose weight, not to, you know,
Set new
save
goals.
money or set new goals. Just be a fucking nice person.
Just be nice to one another.
Yeah.
We're all in this same game called life. Why the fuck are you trying to screw someone else over?
Yeah, because, you know, we're nice people, and I don't know about, and no, I do know about Andrew. We've been fucked over and shat on a lot in our lives, and it's because of shitty ass people. So don't be a shitty
Yeah.
person. PSA, we love you guys. And
But don't
thank
be
you.
shitty.
Yes, don't be shitty. Don't be shitty. And thank you for listening to episode 4. I know this is just kind of like a weird, just kind of talk about whatever came up episode. I don't know about Andrew, but I know I like this kind of conversation better. So if you continue listening, you're just going to hear more of our antics, I think, from here on out. I think we kind of found a flow with our podcasting. So, yeah, Andrew.
Pretty much just ranting and just going wherever that rant takes us.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It makes it makes our conversations feel more like us. And the first few episodes, we were very kind of planned about it, but I don't think that was us. And these past couple episodes have been a little bit more natural for us. So we started really enjoying them. So hopefully you guys like this new kind of format. If not, or even if you do and you want to reach out to us, you can find us on all kinds of social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Up Until Now Podcast. That's our social media handles. And if you even want to send us an email, please send it to upuntilnowpodcast@gmail.com. And please, if you can rate and comment us on iTunes podcast, it'll really help us find things that you guys want us to talk about or things that we can work on and make this podcast the best that it can be. So again, thank you for taking the time to listen to episode 4, and we hope to see you in episode 5. Later.
Bye.
Get down.